we wanted to come here and do something a little different.
So I'm coming.
So basically, these days when you go to YouTube and you want to, like for instance, I've seen a lot of videos of expenses and expenses on like basically living in Ghana, living in Nigeria, living in generally Africa. I've seen all those expenses and I wanted to just kind of do
Africa?
Yes, Africa.
And Ghana?
Yes. Mostly
Nigeria?
Ghana. No.
do something similar to.
Stop it.
You guys want to go inside? Then stop. Do something similar to those videos. I wanted to just kind of go through a few of some of the bills here. We are currently in California, so this general pricing and average, we're not being specific. So we're just gonna go on an average base, and it's based on California expenses and the bills here. I don't know anything about any other state. I've only lived in California, so I can only base a calculation on here. And the work I do, I am a community manager, so I manage apartment complexes. It's about 385 units. So I have a general idea of how much apartment units are going for because we base it off of market rate. So I know how much a studio costs, a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, a 3-bedroom. It's very hard to find a 4-bedroom apartment here unless it's like a townhouse or like you're renting a house from an individual owner. But we're just gonna go off of an average pricing. And because I'm in the apartment industry, I kind of see how much people's bills are. So this is not necessarily our bills. Salima decided to poop at this moment. If you hear her pushing, she's pooping, so okay. So these expenses are not generally our expenses. It's based on a general, like an average calculation of the bills I see that comes in and out of my office. So a studio apartment typically over here, and this is not downtown LA. Downtown LA is more expensive than out here. So a 1-bedroom apartment on the market rate out here, a studio apartment on the market rate out here will be about, let's say, $1,900 for a studio apartment, right? A 1-bedroom apartment right now, the last time I checked our system, a 1-bedroom apartment, and they base the pricing off of the market. So if I say off of the market, that means that every apartment in the market range in that location are charging around the same amount for the specific unit type. So a 1-bedroom is typically, the last time I checked, it was $2,300, and the square feet for the 1-bedrooms is typically from 600 square feet to 720 square feet. So it's not a big space, but you're paying $2,300 for a 1-bedroom. That's not including any other utilities. That's not including, it's not including any water, trash, sewer. Everything is separate. Guys, Maudie is literally the most handfulest child I have. She literally is 10 children in one.
What?
Yeah. Maudie is 10 children in one human. So for a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, or a 2-bedroom, 2 bath, it's about $2,600 to $3,000. And the sizing is not anything different than the 1-bedroom. The biggest a 2-bedroom would probably be like maybe 1,200 or 1,500 square feet. Even 1,500, rarely would you find that big space for that much. But the rent is from $2,600 to $3,000. A 3-bedroom is just ridiculous. It ranges anywhere from $3,100 to $3,600. So sometimes it makes more sense to rent a house than to rent a 3-bedroom, but the expenses to keep a house is higher than the expenses to keep an apartment, even though the rent doesn't make sense. Now, rent is out of the way. And imagine going to work. After you get your paycheck, it's not like your whole paycheck belongs to you. After you get your paycheck, you get humongously taxed from it. What is the percentage?
Like 7.5%
tax?
Yeah.
See,
off of whatever you make.
Off of the total amount you make, you get taxed. So let's say every 2 weeks, if you make, or every month, if you make about, let's say $5,000 generally, the government is taking probably, like, if you're not claiming any dependents or anything and it's just you, you're probably going to be paying at least $1,500 to $2,000 taxes off of your check.
And they take it out before they hand your check.
And they take it out before you even get paid. So imagine you get paid $5,000, right? And like, this is not my income, this is not her income. I'm generally speaking, I just picked the number. So imagine getting paid $5,000, right? And then the government takes about $1,500 to $2,000 from your check. Now you're left with $3,500.
And it's whether you like it or not.
You don't have a choice in this situation.
They'll take the money.
They take it. So, and that's aside the tax you pay when you buy something. Every time you purchase something, you're paying tax. Every time you go grocery shopping, you pay tax on every individual item, right? But let's just finish with the paycheck situation. So after you get your check, that's $3,000, even though on paper it says you're making $5,000, which is not realistic. You take rent from it. Imagine you're paying rent. Let's say you live in a 2-bedroom and you're paying $2,500 rent. Now, out of the $3,500, you're paying $2,500 for rent. What's left? Now, whatever's left, you got to think about water, trash, sewer bill, gas, electricity. You have to think about cable, Wi-Fi, your internet, phone, your cell phone. So all that expenses has to come out after you've paid rent. Now, what more do you have left over? And the more money you make, the more you're taxed. Your car note, I don't know, a lot of people here have car notes. So car notes are anywhere from, let's say, $500 to $1,000, depending on the car that you have.
And if we are talking about, if she's talking about a car note, it means, buying your car on credit and paying installment like every month. Yeah.
So you pay your rent, you pay your car note every month. Car note, let's say your car note is $600, $2,500 plus 6. I'll do the math on the screen for you. And then so now you have to worry about the car insurance for the coverage that you want. So if you want coverage on certain things, you add it on. You're paying the car insurance on top of the rent, the car note. And let's get into the side bills. So your water bill, your trash bill, and your sewer bill is usually one bill that comes, however, is priced individually. Let's just say 100, even if it could be more. In a house, if you own a house or if you're renting a house, an average water bill is about like $200 water bill.
Yeah, $200 every month.
Exactly. Second bill is gas. Now, gas is one of the bills that's not too high, but it could get to that point based on the season. So if we're in the winter time, which is around this time, it's a little cold, so you use your heater more than you would on a regular basis. Usually a gas bill is around, on average is around, in an apartment is like $60. Electricity is another thing. Electricity, because we live in California, we tend to use that more throughout the year because it's usually always hot here.
Air conditioning is always high.
Yeah, electricity.
That's like the devil.
For electricity in an apartment, it's based on the usage of your AC. You can pay anywhere from $100 to $300, to be honest with you.
A month.
A month.
Yeah, not forget a month.
That's monthly. If you're really good with your electricity and you're on top of everything and you turn everything off, you really don't use the AC, your bill would be probably like $80 or between 60 and 80. If, you know, let's say you're single, you don't have children, you can literally make it work without putting on the AC. You just have like a little fan that you can put your AC on however you're managing it with the fan. You're able to sustain with not turning it on too much. You can pay at least $60 to $80 a month. But if you're like a regular family that you have children, you can't let them sleep in the heat and you can't put a fan on them. Why? Because they're probably gonna wake up with a cough. So you have to put the AC on every day throughout the summer. You're gonna pay at least $300 a month. In an apartment, in a house, you're looking at $500 a month to maintain to maintain the whole entire house.
Go ahead. So it's not that easy, you know, living overseas. It's just too much. See, it's too much.
Aside all those bills, you still have to worry about your daily expenses. Let's just say this is the monthly expenses. Let's go through it. Monthly expenses is rent, car note, car insurance, water, trash, sewer, gas, electric, internet, phone service. Your cell phone service is a whole different ballgame. So phone, gas, electric. So let's say that's your monthly expenses. Now let's talk about your daily expenses. When I say daily expenses, it's more of gas to put in your car and drive from A to B. And 1 gallon is $5 to $6 on an average. Not less than $50 in your tank every week. That's $200 a month. Now, we're gonna talk about food. Now, groceries is a whole different thing. You're gonna spend at least $200 depending on the size of your family. If you're just a single person, it's easy because you can get away with a lot, right? Yeah. But if you're a big family, I'm a family of 5, so when I'm shopping, I spend at least, not less than, depending if I'm replenishing something, if I enter the grocery store, I'm not spending less than $100. And if I'm buying like a full stock, I'm spending like $500 a month for food.
Just for food?
Because you would go to the store and small meat, and I'll take you guys to the stores.
Yeah. That's another, you know.
I'll take you guys to the store and we're gonna do this grocery shopping together so you can see on an average how much a slice of meat will cost. It's like $17 for 3 slices. Or you can see how much the whole chunk of meat is, which is $40. A bag of chicken leg, which is like, let's say 5 pounds of chicken leg, is $30.
Yeah, so, and you see the chicken leg that we don't respect? People don't respect chicken leg without meat. The chicken leg like this that they cut. Over here, maybe it's a delicacy or something because about 5 or 6 pieces is $12, $13. And the chicken
it's not chicken leg, it's chicken feet, right?
Chicken feet. That's chicken feet. Yeah. The leg will be this one. Huh?
They have 2 legs. Damn. Both their hands and their legs are together.
Wow, you just shocked me. I'm shocked. Yeah, and even the wings, right? The chicken wing.
It's like $10 for a little case.
You cannot buy chicken wing in this.
That's a whole different thing. One day, when the kids are in school, because if I try to go to the grocery store and do a video on top of it, I think I'll go crazy with, especially Maudi.
Are you going to mention her name? She's right now concentrating on something.
Sorry. So I don't think, one day we're gonna go to the grocery store and do a whole full stock grocery so you guys can see how much items are. But if you have children, that's an additional expense, daily basis and a monthly basis too. If you have kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We can create a whole new video with children expenses because that's a whole different thing. Like their daily upkeep, their weekly upkeep, their clothes, their shoes, their foods, their snacks. Not all the kids eat the same things or like the same things, so you're constantly buying different snacks that they all can enjoy. If you have a new baby, diapers, wipes, baby food, a can of baby food.
We'll get into that.
I'm just going off at this point because I'm remembering it, you know.
Yeah, but you know one thing too. This video, you know, came about because we are comparing this video mainly to Africa. Okay.
No, that's not. We haven't watched a lot of African content videos that expresses living expenses, right? We're basing it off of Ghana. We watch that a lot on YouTube, right? And basically what I see is everyone explaining and going down a list of living expenses in Ghana, which we appreciate. I love it. I love watching it.
Watch that all the time.
Especially, and I'm gonna give a shout out to her, especially, what's her name?
Jasmine
Amma, yes.
Jasmine
I
Amma.
watch her groceries, her when she goes to the market, the local market, the bigger markets. I watch the videos and I pay attention to how much things cost. And every time I'm watching it, I'm looking at my receipts like,
yeah.
She bought a whole bucket of tomatoes for $1.
Yeah, like we were surprised. Yeah.
And I know it's two
a
different
lot
worlds.
of ginger, like for like 68 cents.
And I'm like,
peppers, and they were all fresh and looking good.
You go to the market,
oh my God.
one tube of ginger, they weigh it for you. They put it on the scale, and it's $2 a pound, right? And it's not even, it's fake.
This
So, like I said, that we're gonna go grocery shopping and take you guys with us. But the point is, we watch a lot of all these videos, and we appreciate it because I want to know it, and I'm learning it because I want to understand the cost of living out there. But I also wanted to bring you guys over here a little bit so you can understand our cost of living. Even though it is presumed to say you guys don't get paid in dollars out there in Ghana, I get it. The wage difference, there's a huge wage difference. I completely understand it. However, the huge wage difference comes the huge bills that we have here. So after after your tax is taken out of your paycheck, and every single bill is taken out of your paycheck, you're still left with nothing. So you're constantly living to satisfy the bills. So when you think about it, you're like, okay, yeah, I go to work, I get paid so and so amount every hour. So if you hear I get paid $50 an hour, you're gonna say, whoa, that's $50 an hour. But the $50 an hour, your taxes are based on that amount. So
the more you work, the more they take.
The more money you make, the more you're taxed. The more money you make, the more they take. And then you take out all these rent and car note and car registration, water, trash, sewer, gas,
you are done.
Electric, internet, cable, your cell phone, your daily expenses, which is the food.
And if you smoke, it's a problem. If you drink, then you are gone. You are on a higher level. Yeah.
So now when I compare our living expenses here and I compare it to all the videos I watch out there, even though if you're living out there, your pay and the wage that you get paid out there is a huge difference, right? So it might seem like, oh crap, my bills and my living expenses out here is really high. But Charlie,
yeah, you see, the main thing also is some of us don't want to go to the local markets to shop. Some of us even can sit in their cars by the roadside and they'll be shopping. That's like living high.
Over here, and this is the problem. Over here, we don't have the option of shopping local. That's the big difference. Out there in Ghana, I feel like there's the big supermarket and there's luxury shopping out there if that's the lifestyle that you have. Everyone have a different lifestyle, right?
I'll be local.
But if you want to save, I feel like you guys have the big option to save if you go to the local shopping markets. And I see
Yasmin
Amma do that a lot. She goes. My mom is in love with you, just so you know. She loves you. Our bills matches our pay. So it equals to us still having no money after. Here, you don't have the option to say, I'm going to Makola Market.
Yeah.
Or you're going to down the street. You know, every little community have their own local market, which is amazing to have. But over here, you don't have the option to say, I'm going to a local market. There's no local market. Even if they do like the little farmer's market, because it's organic, fresh fruits, it's even higher.
Yeah, very high.
So I just wanted to bring you guys into our world and how it is to live out here. Even though there are opportunities, however, the opportunity comes bills. You can't say you're gonna live out here without accumulating all these bills. The moment you live on your own, you have rent, you have mortgage. They're over here, you're surviving.
I'll pick Ghana any day. I'll pick Ghana. Anyway.
Yeah, the difference is you're surviving out here. Out there, if you want, you can live and actually be happy out there based on your lifestyle. I feel like a lot of people complain out there, and you can come for me in my comments. That's fine. I'll block you. But yeah, and like I was saying, in Ghana, I feel like a lot of people live above their means, right?
Yes.
And I'm not saying that to shade anyone. I don't personally know anyone that live above their means, but that's what sometimes I think happens. When I hear a lot of people complaining, I honestly think they're living a little bit above their means because they have at some point been able to maintain a certain lifestyle.
They don't want to lower it.
So when it gets to a point where they are not able to afford the lifestyle anymore, they go through a lot of struggles to maintain where they've put themselves. But life happens. There's up and downs. I feel like if you're up someday and you got to be down someday, that's fine. You don't have to kill yourself to maintain a specific lifestyle. And when I say lifestyle, sometimes it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary things that we put upon ourselves just to fit in. And I'm not going to go in detail. I feel like a lot of people will understand exactly what I'm saying. And it's a mental struggle. But anyway, let's not get into details. What we wanted to bring you. This is the conclusion of the video. Anything you guys would like us to do or talk about and stuff like that, please let me know in the comments. We'll try to do the video and I'll try to edit it and post it. To be honest, mostly I'm out of content. I don't know what to post for you guys, honestly. But we just wanted to do this quick video, put it out there, and yeah.
Hi, Jasmine Ama. It's Jasmine Ama and the other girl.
Tatiana?
Tatiana.
What's her other name? She uses two names. Tatiana something.
Oh.
Tatiana Love? Haina.
No.
I don't know. But yeah, she loves both of your videos. She's glued to your channels.
Tatiana.
Every single time you post, she's the first to watch it.
Sorry,
Bye guys, my battery is gonna die.